This is Tony Nasca with DovNet Software, and one of our components I'm going to talk about today is our CRM functionality. So you'll notice we can do estimating in our system, but then we can keep track of these quotes using our CRM system. So what I'm going to do is bring up the project system right here, and then we're going to go to list and status where we do our tracking, and you see our various statuses: proposal to do, proposals waiting answers, and then they can move forward as the project moves forward. But on here we can double click and we have a list of all our projects. So on this particular screen here, you see we've got the customer name, the type of sale, who the salesperson is, the description itself, the contact, phone number, and the amount. We also have our percent chance of closability on this particular job, and then we've got our date in. The first came in when we last talked to them, like so, and notice we can sort these by these dates fields. Sorry about that. And then their anticipated close date, when they're going to make a decision, so we can see, what's in line first with these different projects, like so. Okay. Now from this screen here, we can also jump right into the quote itself, double click on there, and now we're into the actual body of the quote. And we have our notes that we've been taking with this particular customer, etc. We can change the margins and resend this out to our customers. Now in the tracking ability, we can change the percent chance of close as this proceeds, and we use this set function here where we can walk through our projects and change our percent chance of close. I think we just escalated a little bit to now 70%. We talked to them today. We want to talk to them in 2 weeks, and they're going to make a decision in November. So we want to keep track of that and make sure we're ahead of our clients when it comes down to a decision. And here's where we can keep notes about this client, and we can timestamp notes like so, and keep track of all of our notes for correspondence with this particular customer. Now, the other functionality about this is we can set up a reminder system so that it'll notify us when we want to make our next communications with this particular client. So if the customer says go, we can change our status of our job right here and move this into accepted projects, and then it would prompt us for the PO date, and so we can keep track of when this sale went into production. Now, after we have our percent chance of close set, keeping these up to speed, now we can do reporting. So we come back here to our reporting system. First of all, we can create a value report, and this would simply show us the value of those quotes in such a way. And of course, we've done no billing, so there'll be a balance to bill. Now, what's more importantly, of course, is our special forecast reports, where we can come to this screen here, and now we can see the close date when the client's going to make a decision and the percent chance of close. And you know that it notices weighted the quote. So if it's a 50-50 shot, we have a $50,000 quote, but we only weighted that as a $20,000, $26,000 quote based on the fact there are only 50% chance of close. So this is a weighted based on the percent chance of close. The other functionality allows us to see projection charts, so I can see projection chart by salesperson or type of sale, and then I can go ahead and hit begin list like so, and we have our reports, and we see that Tony's running really strong with some great quotes, and then we've got Ken is next in line, and so forth, and we see when they're anticipated to make the close of those deals. And the same thing goes with the type of sale. Click over here, type of sale, and now we see the same list of quotes, and we see access control as our strongest, and then we've got some monitoring going on, and then we've got nurse call, fire alarm, sound, and phone, and you see we've got these like so, and there's your top of sales going to be access control. Now these are only just examples, so these would be your type of sales and not just ours. The other functionality here is where you can filter for a particular salesperson. So I could say, just show me the sales quotes for Dave or Tony or John. And then when I click on this, or Ken, etc., like so, and begin list, and then we see just those particular quotes, etc., like that. Okay. Now, because there's so many different options, we have the ability to do a drop down with different versions of the reporting. We can have a sales forecast report. We can have a chart with sales reps, or by type of sale, hit begin list. And so we don't have to think about these reports. We can just run the reports like so. Okay. And you can also have corporate level reports and also personal level reports. So that way, if if you want to see Tony's WIP report or a particular set of projects for a particular customer, there's lots of functionalities that you can set through the reporting system in our system. One of the most favorite reports, of course, is our corporate WIP report, and this is the ability to run a report of all the active jobs. And you see here we have a job that has 534 hours. We currently have 41 hours in 416 hours in the job. We're at 77% of our labor. The selling price of the job, our anticipated estimated cost, and then our actual cost to date, and the current gross profits on the project. Estimated gross profit was this. Current gross profit is this. Of course, our profits are high right now because we haven't got our cost all in yet. And then based on our billings, of course, we're not making as much money because we haven't billed the whole project out. But there's our how much we bill, what our balance to bill is, and something called our earned bill amount, how much we could bill this project based on cost incurred. And you notice this one, we're a negative number because we've invoiced more than what we've earned. We're at 20% of our costs, and we're actually billed out at like almost 50%. I guess not quite 50. 45% of our billing, but we've only incurred 20% of our costs, so we're definitely ahead on our billings right now. All right, so that's our WIP report, and we were talking about sales forecast when we first started this report. Back on the sales forecast functionality, you can go ahead. I'll run the sales forecast first, like so. You can also filter for just show me projects that are at 75% or higher, like so, and it'll give us the 75%, like so, or in this case 80. You can also do it in such a way where you can say, just show me all the quotes that are over $50,000 in this particular example here, begin list, and you see that there's one quote that qualifies for $50,000 or more, and it's got a 50% chance to close. And then I talked about in the beginning, we can keep contacts on our customers. If we bring up our customer and we click on Fairfax Hospital like so, we can keep track of all the notes about this client and do timestamp notes about when we talk to this client like this. We can also look at the proposals we have out with them right now, the service tickets we have with them, the projects we have open with them, and completed jobs, and then their maintenance contracts like so, and then projects if there were any cancellations, non-canceled, and the next inspection associated with this particular customer. So these are just some of the background type reporting functionalities that we have built in to the project system. Love to work with you guys in the future, and we look forward to talking with you on the next call. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.